Hello, and this is a media presentation about bullying, social media, and your child. The purpose of this presentation is to talk to you about the difference between conflict and bullying and the use of social media and your responsibility as a parent when your child has any kind of technology. First of all, I'd like to talk about bullying. Bullying is repeated, there is an imbalance of power, and the child is afraid. Bullying is intentional, and the bully does it just to be mean. BCSC school rules against bullying are: we will not bully others, we will help students who are bullied, we will include students who are easily left out, and when we know someone is being bullied, we will tell an adult at home and at school. We teach our children to be upstanders and not bystanders, and what I mean by this is the only way that we are ever going to get rid of bullying in our society is for the bystanders, or those students or people who are witnessing the bullying, to get them to stand up against the bully and speak out against the bully to get them to stop. This is why we teach our children to be upstanders, not bystanders. It's really important to understand the difference between bullying versus conflict. Conflict is when there is a disagreement between students or people. Bullying is when there is an imbalance of power, where one student or person is afraid of the other person. In Brownsburg, we teach our students to use Kelsos Choice, and this is done through character education with our school counselors in the elementary schools. Kelsos Choice helps our students work through small problems versus big problems. So it helps our kids to figure out how to work through a small problem without getting an adult involved, but it also helps them to understand when they have a big problem and that they need to go see an adult if they are experiencing a big problem. Who do you talk to at school? When your child comes home and they say that they have a conflict, or they say that they could not resolve, or they say that there's bullying happening, we always ask that you start with the classroom teacher. They are with your child all day long, and they will have usually 99.9% of the time, the classroom teacher is the person who is who can give more insight to the situation. However, sometimes things happen in other places, like on the playground or the bus, and the teacher's not present there. Feel free to call the school counselor or even the principal. We want to get the situation resolved, and we want to help you as a parent. It is so important for parents to understand a student's perspective. To the right, you see a statement that a student who was a victim of bullying made, and this is a testimony that it's so important for for us as parents to listen without judgment, and really just listen to what the child has to say, because that lets them know that it's a safe place and they can share. When you contact the school for a bigger problem, know this: the school can only talk about your child, and the reason for this is because legally we cannot, under FERPA, which is it's an acronym for Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. FERPA means that we cannot talk about any other child other than your own regarding discipline or consequences. It's not that the administrator or the counselor is trying to be stubborn. There are laws that protect your child and other children, and so we don't share information about other children with you, just as we wouldn't share information about your child with another parent. We want to keep their privacy intact. Social media and technology, this can be a bigger problem. When Officer K came and spoke with our parents during this presentation, she talked about the importance of supervising technology. And even at the elementary level, we have children who have iPads and iPods and tablets, and different ways that they can connect with the internet, different ways that they can text one another. Any type of technology that you put into your child's hands, as parents, we need to be responsible and monitor what they're doing. Officer K used the analogy of we don't allow children or young people to drive cars until they pass tests and practice. The same goes for technology. It's imperative that we teach our children to use it to be safe, and it's our responsibility to monitor what they are doing with the technology. A great resource for parents and technology and cyberbullying is commonsensemedia.org. There are great resources for parents to go to the website and find things that you want to find out about technology that your child may be using, all the way down to I need to find a decent movie that our family can watch on Friday nights, and you can find those things on that website as well. It's commonsensemedia.org. It's a wonderful resource for us as parents. I thank you for your time, and I just hope that you are able to use this information to help your child or help someone that you know. Thank you.